Hi everyone, it's Karen. I'm just back with my entry to Jacqueline Haley, Hand of the Queen, her challenge that she has going on right now. She would like us to send her an altered pocket and a memory dex card, and I will put a link to her challenge in the description box below so that if you're interested or haven't heard about it and would like to be involved, you'll get all the details there. So this is the memory dex card that I made. I don't have memory dex cards, so I did go on to YouTube and get the details on how to actually make one, you know, just with a hole punch and a pair of scissors. And so this is mine. I did it layered because I understand that they, you know, when they sit in the memory dex file, they can be a little bit taller and they flip. And then she asked for our details to be on the back, so that's what I've put on the back. And this is the same paper that I used. I just fussy cut out the flowers and that. I used that paper in behind to make the pocket, and she specifically asked for 8x8, and then you could add dangles, not to have anything on the left hand side, because I'm imagining that she's going to put this into a book of some kind. So I just started with the paper. I'll just flip to the back. I used a coordinating paper in the paper line for the back, and I did a blanket stitch with a gold colored crochet cotton around the edge. And then that was the start to make the pocket. And then I just layered on lots of things. So I layered on some lace first, background lace. And then I had these appliques, and I layered these 3 on the top. I cut them apart. They were all joined together, and I cut them apart so that I could place them the way I wanted to. And then I used this little bit of rose trim at the back here. It kind of coordinates with the rose color in here. She did say she wanted it fairy or angel. I can't remember what the other one was, but there's a couple of themes that she was liking. So I did a fairy. I had this image, and I actually decided to cut off her wings that were on there and put in these wings that were part of a lace piece that I had. It was a lace collar, and I cut off a couple of them, and then I hand set these little crystals all in here. I put a little flower in her hair and added a piece of bling, and then I added these appliques, rose appliques here underneath her. Sort of, I don't know, it almost gives a feeling that she's kind of floating there. And then I did a layered flower here with a crochet piece, applique, a little bit of that rose colored trim again that I used that there, and then put a bling in the center. And the bling actually was a silver bling, so I put a tiny bit of gold glitter glue on it, and it actually worked quite well. It sort of took on more of a gold tone, which went more with the theme that I had going on. And then I just added in some little fabric flowers to kind of make a spray in the corner here. And then I added dangles on the bottom. There's a peacock trim, and this is another little trim that I had that I added in there. And then there's another little trim on the bottom. And then I used this trim that I've used quite often in different projects, that it comes all in one piece, and I cut it apart in each individual strand, and then I added the little gold paper flowers on the bottom as well to add to the dangles. I added in one of my little fairies that I like to make. She's got the pink coloring in her and a little flower in her hair, and she's just attached with a lobster claw clasp, so Jacqueline can take that off if she'd like to and put it somewhere else. And then on this corner I dangled off one of the little butterflies that I have in my stash, and then I embellished it. And I have videos showing how I do angels and how I do some of my flower fairies, and this is sort of a take on that. And then I have a video in my channel as well on how I embellish these embroidered butterflies that a lot of us have in our stash in different types, and This is just another one I have. How I embellish them with pearls and bling to kind of make them, take them up a step. And then I added in little gold wire antennas on it. So that's the bottom there. I'll just turn that around so you can see what that looks like there with the flowers and everything. And that's my entry for Jacqueline Haley, Hand of the Queen, for her challenge that she has going on right now. And again, all the details for her challenge will be in the description box below if you're interested in joining in. Thanks everybody. Bye for now.